Yeah, thank you, gents. We're going to get serious for a second. We know whether you live by the coast or you're going to be traveling there for your holiday, a trip to the beach is something we all enjoy. But the ocean is a powerful and expansive force, and it must be respected. Caution must be used, whether you're frolicking, just paddling, or swimming in the sea. That's why we are joined by Paul Lassen, Sergio Moret, and Tanner Gorilla from the Clifton Surf Lifesaving Club. Gentlemen, welcome to it. I was wondering why our makeup girls are flitting around the studio so much this morning. Now I understand. Guys, first of all, thanks for the work that you do every day. Rather intense now, looking at the amount of people on the beach. I think we've got to keep ourselves educated when going to the beach. It's not just about having fun, but you've got to stay safe, especially with a high moon in the sky like we're seeing at the moment. What information do we need to be aware of before we hit the beach, Paul?
Sure. So I think the most important thing is obviously know the surf reports and obviously know what the weather's doing on that particular day. And then when you come down to beach, say like Clifton, look to see if the lifeguards are on duty, and then obviously know where they're set up so that you can get to them if you need us. And we'll obviously keep a watchful eye out for you, so you don't really have to worry too much about that otherwise.
Then we hit the water. Tanner, it's, you know, we talk about the high moon, and we know that Cape Town has some pretty hectic underpools, some pretty hectic kind of natural phenomenon as well. When we get into that water, what are some of the dangers? What are the things that you guys are always aware of, or emergency situations that you look out for?
When we get to the beach, we always look at the conditions and the surf and see what's going on. We always see if there's like a rip current or something. And we put our swimming flags up where it's going to be safe to swim, obviously. So if you just look for the swim flags, you can see in the water where you can swim. And it should be safe to swim there. And you can look out for rip currents if the water's moving out to sea and things like that. And
I mean, you guys are all presumably incredibly strong swimmers. How dangerous is a rip current, especially for someone who's a novice swimmer?
Yeah, no, the stronger swimmers get like in trouble when there's a rip current. So I guess it is like more dangerous than anyone thinks. Like even if you are a strong swimmer, like you can always get in trouble. That's why lifeguards ourselves, we have to be very wary of currents and that kind of thing. So. And
also train every day to be able to combat that. We know Sergio. Sergio in the corner. Sorry, man. That's the second time I've done that to you today.
That's all right.
You spoke about the flags, and it's obviously important that we know those flags, and there's some other cool pieces of equipment. Yeah, can you take the flags out and just take us through it?
Sure, absolutely. So I've got 3 flags here. The first and sort of most obvious flag I'm sure everybody's sort of seen when coming to the beach is this one here, which is the sort of red and yellow swim flag.
Okay.
And folks, you just need to make sure you stay in between these flags when you are when you're swimming. So we'll put these out as dedicated swim areas.
Okay.
And there's sort of a place.
Zone.
Yeah, it's a place where you need to be, and it's where sort of we got good eyes on, and we can see what's going on. And then obviously this red flag here, which is just an all red flag. It looks something like that. Don't go there. We usually put that out if there's something dangerous, whether it be sort of currents or something else.
Like a rock or anything.
Or a shark. Come on, guys.
Well, we got a dedicated flag for that one. Those are a bit scary. So yeah, the red flag is just if the beach is closed and we just don't recommend swimming. And then sort of the last one we have is obviously the big...
Yeah, just in case there was any
if anyone's confused, yeah.
It's not a killer whale.
The shark flag, which doesn't go up often on Clifton, but we have it just in case.
Have any of you encountered a shark out in the water?
No. It hasn't been
right now, man. Touch it. I think it's that dread situation that I know you guys will have encountered. What do we do, Paul, if someone is getting swept away? We can see someone is battling and we're closest to them, or at least we observe that situation.
Well,
what should we do?
I think for the person in that situation, the most important thing is not to panic. Because when you're getting taken out by a rip or you're getting dumped on by waves, you just got to stay calm. That's the most important thing. Yeah. We'll be out to come get you as soon as we can. So staying calm is probably the most important thing in that situation.
You're also going to burn energy when that adrenaline kicks in, you know, and you need that. But just keep it calm. Notify a lifeguard. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do now is to do the slow Baywatch stroll out to our balcony. I want you to stay tuned for our weather this morning, because we've got a very special edition of your Expresso weather coming your way in just a moment. And I'm not going to say it's just for the ladies, but right now let's get back into the news headlines.